Hey guys, good evening. We're sitting here on the ground in Junction, Texas, Kimball County Airport, and we're going to take a short VFR flight to Waco Regional. Just take a quick look at the route of flight. We're going to take off from Junction. The winds here are from 190 from the south. So we're going to be departing south, and we're going to proceed direct at 3,500 to Lano VOR. Then we're going to take, there's an MOA area here that we're trying to avoid, Buchanan Lake, so there's going to be plenty of items on the ground that we're going to identify our position. We're going to overfly the land pass, airfield, Gooch Springs VOR. There is a restricted area here in Hood High MOA, but we're going to be on the Victor 358 airway that goes right through it, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem for us. We're going to come to a Sonnet waypoint, make a right turn, and land in Waco. The weather in Waco, winds from 120 to 05. So that's southeasterly winds. We're probably going to be landing on this runway right here, coming in from the north again. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the airplane and get things started up. Alright, well, everything's all set. Let's go ahead and taxi out to the runway. Release parking brakes. Since the winds are from the south, we're gonna take the southerly runway 17. I am on VATSIM. There is no control in Junction right now. No air traffic that I can see. Fort Worth Center is online, so we may be entering into their airspace. And we'll have to give them a call as we get closer to Waco. So just back taxi on the runway here real quick. And I'm just going to do a high-speed taxi. Just set the power to 1100 RPM, and that should be plenty good enough to get us there. Pretty good time. The winds from 190 at 4 knots, so light winds, 10 miles visibility, 2990 on the altimeter. So pretty clear weather. There's really nothing going on here. Beautiful weather in Texas. Great state of Texas. And it's going to be enjoyable to just fly through here. I know it kind of sucks with the flight sim, the scenery, you know, it's as good as it gets, and it doesn't get any better. But for the most part, you know, we don't have to pay $150 or $200 an hour for an airplane rental, so this is a pretty enjoyable exercise to test the navigational skills and airplane operational skills, and just burn off a little bit of steam after work. Don't have to listen to anybody, don't have to talk to anybody other than to with you fine people on the YouTube watching this video. Just want to say thank you for watching this, really appreciate it. I have a lot of enjoyment making these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them too. I'm gonna park here real quick and do a quick run up. Set the parking brake. Throttle to 2,000 RPM. The magneto check. Carb heat. Cycle the prop a couple times, probably just do it twice now, we don't really need to do it, and power back to all the way back down to idle. See how she holds up, and she is holding up pretty good. Thousand RPM. Alright, trim is set. We are on the right tank. We've got plenty of fuel. Both tanks are full. Fuel pressure, oil temperature are normal in the green, and we should be good to go. The radios are set. Let's go ahead and turn on the transponder. Fuel pump's on. I'll go ahead and turn on the landing lights and ADF. Just really for timer purposes, and we are ready to go. Nav lights, we are good to go. Let's go to Waco. $60 knots. Climb out to 3,500 and start turning left on course. That's good right there. Pitch up for a VY, and 1,000 to go. I'm gonna bring the prop RPMs down to 2,400. And lean the mixture a little bit. 3,000. Autopilot's coming on. back on altitude. Trying to maintain 3.5. Alright, and we're on course and on altitude. A little breezy up here. Not too bad. Turn on the DMEs. We're 48 miles away from Leno VOR. So we just took off here on direct course to Leno. And let's see if we can recognize anything. Okay, so Mason, town of Mason is going to be on our left side. It's got a little airport here. So we'll be looking for that now. I'm gonna overfly this river. Not sure where that river is. Doesn't really say in the sectional what it is. So Fort Worth Center is online, 135.75. Let's go ahead and preset that.
Turning 525 forward for stand by.
We'll give them a call at Leno as we get closer to Leno VOR.
Target Foxtrot 525, runway 15, taxi via Alpha, altimeter 3994.
15 via Alpha, Cloverleaf 525.
Fort Worth Center, number 1038 Heavy, on the ground at DFW, ready to pick up IFR to Jacksonville.
It's a little breezy up here.
Number 1038 Heavy, for Central, good evening. Yesterday to Jacksonville International Airport, march to departure. Squawk 2206. Center, all I got was the march to departure and squawk 4406. Did not get my initial or any other pertinent information in that initial read. Number 1038, no problem, sir. We are clear to Jacksonville International Airport. March to departure, Venus 5, climb by 6, departure with wind, walk 2206, 2206. We'll climb the departure, we got 2306 going on the box. Noble 1028 heavy, report is correct, expect runway 17 right for departure. DFW altimeter 2991, call for taxi. Okay. Uh, 50 Kilo, we'd like to pick up the approach from the Tuscola VFR. 50 Kilo, say again your request? Yeah, we'd like to localize our approach to runway 17 right from the Tuscola VFR. With 5 Kilo, we're going to proceed direct Mexican Vivo on Tango, Quebec, Alpha. Direct the Tuscola VLR, 50 Kilo.
See the beacon out in the distance from the Mason County. It's this airport right here. The river is going to cross our flight path, and here's the river coming back. We're going to cross that. Mason County is going to be off to our left. It's kind of a major highway where we're going to be crossing here too, so we can watch out for that. Power lines, so we can look for the power lines here, and there's
Number 350 Kilo, over pitch Vivo on, and heading 010, 26, cross Comanche. I have about 4,000. We will operation period localizer approach runway 17 right. The cleared localizer approach from 17 right, 50 Kilo, thanks.
So I guess that river is called Lano River, same as the VOR. There's Mason right there, behind the left post. You can see it right there. And the town is off to the left. Town of Mason. Strobe going.
11,000, making 4
minutes into the flight. And 24 miles to go to Leno VOR.
Going to be a C4 and we are no Mach number now. We're 160 knots, is that what you want? There's the first one.
Did somebody on frequency just ask what Mach number meant?
Please, sir, filter. And by 231, based on the pilot discretion to maintain 9,000. So maintain 9,000 at pilot discretion on way 221.
Pretty decent sunset there. As good as it gets in flight simulators. So yeah, the flight sim kind of sucks. But what a great state of Texas. Just
And 221.
just love it so much. I'm not from Texas.
I'm over here. And 221. Port wind is 080 at 4, altimeter 2996, expect a visual approach 114. Okay, yeah, we can expect the visual 114, but can we go into the RNAV 06 on way 221?
I'm just gonna tune them out right now. Yep. So what I was saying, the FSX sucks, but the great state of Texas is still great. And I'm not from Texas. I live in the Northeast, but I just love this area, culture, the people, and just everything about the southern states. Really, really good. So we just passed the Mason airfield. Let's take a look. We're not too far from the Leno VOR. Town of Leno is going to be off to our right. There's Leno River, a little bit of widening out of the river here coming into the town. And then there is a Buchanan Lake in the distance. It should be at our 2 o'clock as we cross the VOR. We're 15 miles away, and the Buchanan Lake should be out there in the distance someplace. We should be able to see it once we get closer to the VOR. It looks like the Leno River may be flowing into or out of the Buchanan Lake. So I see some power lines and the road off to our left, and the power lines and the road are here on the sectional. We're gonna overfly that road about 10 miles from the VOR. power lines on the road are gonna go off to the right. Just beautiful. "17 minutes into the flight." Alright, let's take a look at EGT. We're peaked out at 1525, so I'm gonna enrich in the mixture and make it 1475. Just put it right there for now and see how that works. Cylinder head temperature is normal, gyro section is good. We're on speed, on course, and on altitude, so everything is going well. Eight miles to go to the VOR. I'm contemplating right now whether I should call Fort Worth Center at all, since we're VFR. I know he's busy with other traffic. There's a lot of chatter going on there, and some people need a little bit more help than others. So I don't really want to bother him, but I suppose I could give him a call just to say hello. See how busy this guy is.
Is running southwest, runway 17 right. Runway 221, cross dock under about 2100, cleared RMA GPS approach runway 6. Cross dock at 2100 or above. Clear RNAV approach 06, runway 221. Runway 420, descend and maintain 5000. American 420, descend and maintain 5000. 6,000. 6,000. Blade 5, have your clearance supply service copy.
Ready to do 5.
Blade 5 cleared to Altus. Approach via OK2 departure, service transition when flight, flying via C, departure with me, squawk 2254.
We are cleared to the Altus Airport via the OK2 departure. Shoulders transition and run as filed. Climb via SID except the top altitude says on the chart assigned by ATC, so that's the altitude.
Grade 5, and the CX maintain 10,000.
Okay, we're climbing to 3719 10,000 departure with you and T5 point the box split 5.
Grade 5 is altimeter 290. Okay, Altus altimeter 2982 call to taxi.
Okay, 2982, we're going to be ready for taxi here now, Blade 5.
Grade 5 and a 17 right via Charlie.
17 taxi Charlie, Blade 5.
There's the Buchanan Lake. I don't know.
Mobile 1038 heavy, my address, runway 17 right taxi via Kilo Echo Foxtrot.
Airfield on the right side.
17 right by Kilo Echo Foxtrot.
That's the Leno Airfield off to the right, off of the right wing. It's right here. And then the town of Leno is nearby there, so let's see if we can take a look at it. It's right there. It's beautiful country, even in a flight sim. Love it. 24 minutes into the flight. On altitude, on course. Switch the tanks in about 5 minutes. I'm not even gonna bother this guy, he's way too busy right now. Should not be a factor.
I'd like to 1 take.
Hey, we're going around now, what are you doing?
I'd like to left heading 310, plan maintain 2000.
We're up 2,000, what are you doing?
I'd like to 3000.
Correction, 3,000 and 3 heading is runway 22.
And I 221 confirm the request RNAV 6.
It was runway 6, yes, setting again for runway 221.
And I 221 affirmative, sir, vector for RNAV GPS approach runway 6.
Yeah, no, we understand that. We just get the heading that you assigned us. On way 221.
Then maintain please.
It's Colorado River coming up.
We need the heading 900. We need the heading. And like 221, turn left getting 3.
Just gonna tune them out. Colorado River coming up here. We're gonna cross at it's gonna be about 20 miles from Leno VFR, and there are a couple of private airfields. We may not be able to see them. And Gooch Springs 112.5. It's on standby. We'll switch over about 20 miles from Leno. So there's that Buchanan Lake. over there in the distance, and Colorado River floating northward or southward out of that lake. And then west of that river is we have that Yancey Creek private airfield. We'll see if I can spot that. There's a road and the town of Lampass and Lampass airfield. How beautiful is that? Not bad for a flight sim. Where's the Colorado River? We're about to cross that. And go ahead and do the switch over to the Gooch Springs VFR. There we go, 20 miles away. 30 minutes into the flight, I'm going to go ahead and switch the tanks. We're on the right tank, I'm going to switch it to the left tank. Fuel pressure is staying normal. Instruments are in the green. EGT looks good. I'm not going to tweak that anymore. Power is set. So we got 19 miles to Gooch Springs. I'm going to reset the timer and check our airspeed once we get closer to Gooch Springs. Alright, so that beacon up ahead, that's the Lampass airfield. Should be off to our right. And I'm not sure if I can find that Yancey Creek private airfield. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. We might. Should be out here someplace. It's just gonna look like a dirt strip. That's the town of Flam Pass over there. I don't know. So the airfield is off to our right. See the beacon, rotating beacon. And that's about 7 miles away from Gooch Springs. This guy's up to now.
Regional 179, active 1523, you already cited to us.
Now those guys are playing with big jets. They don't really need to be bothered with little Cherokee. Town of Flam Pass and the airfield is over there. It's right here. Coming up on the VOR, going to make a slight left turn. 036 radial. I'm sorry, I mispronounced the name of the town as Lampasas and Lampasas Airfield.
Blade 5 is establishing the Westover 2 MLA at 10,000, request clearance and then change to discrete frequency.
Wave 57, you request?
We're established inside the NOAA now, request clearance and then change to discrete frequency.
Wave 5, weather contact, you want to verify you're connected with network. I do not see your aircraft.
Roger, we're still talking to you and connected to the network, sir. Transponder's still on. I'm not sure what's going on, but can we at least just get the change to discrete frequency to operate them well?
Wave 5, stand by on the frequency.
Alright, there's a bunch of people there. I don't know what they're doing. people. Just overflying Gooch Springs, 7.5 minutes to cover 19 miles. Alright, so 19 miles. Over 7.5 minutes times 60 minutes per hour will give us 152 knots ground speed. $152, and we've got 166 airspeed. So we're coming up on Hood and Hood High military operations area. That's restricted airspace, but there is a Victor airway that flies through it, so we have as long as we stay on this corridor, we should be fine. There's a river up here, main road, Gatesville airfield. Should be about 20 miles out from the VOR from Gooch Springs, and we should be able to pick that up pretty easily. Then we're on the on course for the Sonnet waypoint, and we're going to identify that from Waco VOR. That's 115.3 on 271 radial. So 115.3 and 271. 271 outbound radial. So the VOR is on our right side. We're picking it up now. Can identify it. And that's Waco VOR. So the station is on our right side and the needle is on the right side, so that means we didn't pass the 271 radial yet. When we do pass it, the needle is gonna, localizer needle is gonna swing over. And that's how we know. That's how we know. So we're inside that military area, Hood and Hood High. We're on an airway, so we're in good shape. The town of Gatesville and Gatesville Airfield are up ahead. I just saw the beacon, it's right over there. And that should be off to our right. 3 minutes into the flight. The entire flight's only about an hour long. It's like an hour and 2 minutes, so we should be on the ground pretty soon. 14 miles out from Gooch Springs. And on track for the Sonnet waypoint. There's Gatesville. At our 1 o'clock. So when we get to the Sonnet waypoint, we're going to make a right turn to 104, heading of 104. That's going to be right here. We're not going to be tracking the VOR course. We're going to be off of that a little bit. But town of Waco is going to be very visible. There's a lake just west of the town, and the airfield is north of that lake, so it should be pretty easy to find. There's Gatesville. The airfield is right under the wing. We've got another 10 or 12 miles to go. So let's do the quick weather check. And Waco winds from 110 at 3, 10 miles visibility clear. Temperature 10, dew point 2, altimeter 2, 9 or 6. Should do it. from 110 at 3. So we can take runway 14, straight in 14. Alright, Waco Regional elevation is 516 feet, 509 at the touchdown zone, runway 14. So about 1,500 feet traffic pattern. We'll do a straight in. Looking for that Sonnet waypoint to come in. It's going to be on nav 2. 50 minutes into the flight. Make a right turn to 104. Right there. And 115.3 is Waco. Alright, so there's the Sonnet that's coming in on nav 2. This needle started moving. When it centers, we'll make a right turn to a new heading of 104. This is a town of Clifton. There's the Clifton Eisenhower airfield just north of that. That's right here, so we're coming up on that. There's the Senate coming in. This is going to be Waco. We're not tracking Waco, we're just tracking the course of 104, and I can see the airfield from here already. This town here off to the right, that's Valley Mills. It's right here. And Waco is just north of that lake. The airfield. Stars are out. So that's 20 nautical miles. Go ahead. Start the timer. That's 56 minutes. So 20 nautical miles. Do some math here real quick. 20 nautical miles divided by 152 nautical miles per hour times 60 minutes per hour gives us 7 minutes, slightly more than 7 minutes. So it should be 103, 104 on the clock, 1 hour 4 on the clock. So I see the airfield that's right in front of us. And we can go ahead and start the descent now. Do a long base. Just descending down to 1500. Altimeter is set. Taking runway 14. It's going to be the one on the right. So gas, undercarriage, mixture, and prop full. Go ahead and switch to the right tank. Taking that runway that's got a red light on it. Let's get the strobes. Just maintain 1500 until we get on the glide path. There we go. Slightly high, so I'm going to reduce power. Gear down, green light. Waco. Hope you enjoyed this flight as much as I did. It was interesting, beautiful sunset, I gotta tell you. So, flight sim. Alright. That's my taxiway. This runway. Just gonna park right here. Alright, thanks a lot everybody. We'll see you next time. .107 on the clock. Good.